a lot of people on TV didn't expect a war like this to happen in, let's say, certain neighborhoods.
This is not a developing third world nation. This is Europe.
No, this is a relatively civilized, relatively European, I have to choose those words carefully too, city where you wouldn't expect that or hope that it's going to happen.
Wow. That was you choosing your words carefully? That was the careful version? So what were you going to say if you weren't choosing your words carefully? I just hope the next time this happens, it happens back in the Middle East where it belongs. Like, here's the thing, people. Here's the thing. Beyond the racism, right? Like, let's forget the racism. Oh, how I wish we could forget about the racism. You do realize that until very recently, fighting crazy wars was Europe's thing. That was Europe's entire thing. That's all of European history. They even had something called the 100 Years' War. You understand how long that is? That's like a decade. They got a Nobel Prize because they stopped fighting. Imagine that. Now people are going to be like, oh, to see this in Europe, to see this. Like, I'll tell you now, I don't know about you, but I was shocked to see how many reporters around the world, by the way, seem to think that it's more of a tragedy when white people have to flee their countries. Because I guess what? The Darkies were built for it?
We turned a blind eye to the blatant breach of international law by Israel against Palestine. And we turn a blind eye against the Yemen and Saudi Arabia's role there and our collusion with that role.
A country, desperately trying to flee, but they won't let you into Poland because of the colour of your skin, is the allegations that are being made, which is absolutely disgusting, if that is the case. And let's not forget as well, and I do say this, and I think it's absolutely right that we feel for the people in Ukraine because it feels closer to home that's in Europe. But between the Belarus and Polish border right now, there are still Afghan and Syrian refugees who are stuck. They are trapped there. Poland won't let them in. Poland are building a wall, and Belarus won't let them back in. There are children there dying of hypothermia, and we do know that there are wars happening all around this world. And let's just hope one thing that comes out of this, we realise how much this feels to us because it's close to home, that now we start feeling that empathy for people in Yemen, in Syria, in Palestine, across the whole world, because now we feel what it's like to be on the edge of a war.